Hey Soul Company, happy New Year's Eve. I wish I had like a little confetti popper or some kind of like decorations for you today. But I think that we're all so excited for 2020 just to be over. It was a heck of a year. But I'm so excited to see what 2021 will bring, and how the new year can be kind of a fresh start for a lot of us. A lot of you are making New Year's resolutions or things that you want to work on in 2021. And so how can 2021 be a stake in the ground for you? How can this new year be a fresh start for you in your walk with the Lord? And what if this year was a year that you dedicated to growing in prayer? I think it's really interesting that of all the things that the disciples asked Jesus to teach them, in Luke 11, they said, "Lord, teach us to pray." And so that's what we're talking about today. We've talked about it this whole week, but the Lord's Prayer in Luke 11, it says, "Jesus was praying in a certain place, and when he finished, one of his disciples said to him, 'Lord, teach us to pray, just as John also taught his disciples.' And he said to them, 'Wherever you pray, say, Father, your name be honored as holy, your kingdom come. Give us each day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins as we ourselves also forgive everyone in debt to us. And do not bring us into temptation.'" So today we're going to hang out in that last sentence that says, "And do not bring us into temptation." And so just to be clear, this verse isn't saying that God is tempting us all the time. That would actually go against his holy nature, and that is not something that he does. But what Jesus is teaching us to pray for is deliverance from the evil or the temptations that are set before us. So every day there's endless opportunities between belief and unbelief, between obedience and disobedience. And Jesus is instructing us to pray that we would continually and habitually choose obedience over disobedience. And so something interesting about this part of the prayer is that it says, "Do not bring us into temptation." It doesn't say, "Don't bring me into temptation. Don't bring my neighbor into temptation." It says us. So there's like a communal aspect to this prayer that is really interesting. So how, as a connection group, as a huddle, can you be praying for each other to be continually and habitually choosing obedience over disobedience? And how can that be something that this year in 2021 you can grow as in a huddle?